What's that, the puke bucket?
It's a chalk bucket.
Oh, okay.
What's up, Internet? Big J with Big J's Extreme Fitness here at Mississippi State University, training with strength and conditioning coaches.
What's up, guys? Brian Neal.
Hey guys, Patrick Cummins.
All right, man. So, what do you guys think about this workout? We've already done the workout. We did tons of volume. We were training for an hour and a half, blood, sweat, and tears. What you think about the Big J style? Is it anything in relation to what you guys do for the athletes here at Mississippi State?
It was a little different what we do. We usually do a little bit more of a full body workout, but this is a pretty good workout to do for a little volume, a little size here.
Yeah, right on. Kind of a bodybuilding, powerlifting / whatever workout for one body part. Everybody knows you're working your biceps, you're working your lats, your traps, your rectors, all those muscles on the back, and everything else in between. Lots of core too. How about that stack with the MSU plate there?
Yeah, it's probably the first time we've had somebody use an entire stack plus 45 pounds in this gym, so that was pretty impressive to see.
We always say if you ain't stacking, you ain't macking, so you got to get crazy here at Mississippi State. How about this one here, Coach? What do you think?
Yeah, it's not bad right there, man. Looks pretty good. You got a little intensity there. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and you know, my daughter stepped in for a second, asked her to come and film us. Had to get both coaches, Coach and Big J there, getting nasty on that stack with the MSU plate. Now, again, guys, these strength coaches, they are certified. They know what they're doing. They're not YouTubers that just won their first competition and trying to teach you guys. I'm telling you, I learned a lot, and especially when we started going to the different exercises. Now, talk to us about the seated lat row. It's kind of primitive, prehistoric to say the least, seated on the ground, doing the rows. What do you think, man? Talk to us about this exercise.
Yeah, see, well, we use it a couple of times with our athletes, but honestly, right here we're trying to keep our back flat, trying to get our scaps rotated around our body, trying to make sure we're pinching at the back, really getting that good activation of our lower lat and our lower trap right there.
So talk to me about this silly rope that you had me doing. Why was I doing that? I didn't like it at all.
Well, you had it gripped a little wrong there first, Big J, but I'd flip the rope around where my palms were down a little bit more as you saw me do it.
Right.
You get a little bit more squeeze in the back. That's the reason I like it.
Okay, cool. So I did feel that. I was probably using the wrong grip. Like you're using the right hand over grip there, which is perfect. I saw that your elbows were going way farther back than when I was using this handle, and that's what it's for, is to get a better squeeze at the rear, correct?
Correct, sir.
All right, and then we, of course, Big J likes to play with the whole stack. Now let's talk about this big, thick handlebar. Why were we using that today, Coach?
Well, that really trains your grip a lot more. That's usually for something we try to do with our golf athletes, our baseball athletes. They need a good, strong grip there, and a lot of times the grip is the first thing to give out, which is what we're looking for in that exercise.
Yep, sure did. I had to put the stack on there, and I only did about 3 or 4 repetitions, but I love to do a lot of grip training myself, and I really appreciate you guys showing me that exercise. Moved on to the bent over dumbbell rows. Now, you guys talked about having your knee on the bench, hand on the bench, backing off just with your hand on the bench, and here I've graduated to actually it's like a 3-point football player stance. What do you guys think about that? Am I doing it right? Is that a good way to do that?
No, I love it. I love it, especially for some of our athletes. This is one of the progressions that we'll always move to. We'll go knee on the bench, we'll go hand on the bench, and then we'll move to this and be our last progression. So you've been doing it 33 years. I say you've progressed pretty well.
Now, tell me what you think, Coach. I mean, is it good for guys to progress to that as beginners, or should they stay with their knee on the bench and hand on the bench for a while, or should they go ahead and go to the Big J style there?
Well, we always teach our athletes to start out slow. You got plenty of time to progress, plenty of time to move into more complicated movements. We really teach mastery of each movement before we move on to any other progression.
I think that's the best thing that we've said on this video so far, mastery of the movement. You've got to know how to tweak those muscles properly to utilize them so you're not getting into injury. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
Right on.
Here you'll see I'm kind of rounding my back a little bit. These T-bar rows. For an athlete, I'd probably tell them to flatten their back a little more, but we were just kind of trying to blow it up here, so
yeah,
we'll let that one go.
We got nasty on this T-bar, bro. I was glad to see this. One of my favorite back exercises. And, Coach, what is your thoughts on this bad boy right here?
Oh, I love it. I love it. Here you kept saying, full range of motion. So we get down there, stretch the lats out, stretch the rhomboids out a little bit more down at the bottom, really squeeze at the top. We loaded this thing up pretty good for us.
Yeah.
And then here you'll see.
You get to talking smack here.
Yeah, you'll see a little bigger stack here next for Big J. Put me to shame.
No, man, just here to have fun. But, really, I don't have full range of motion in either elbow or either shoulder. My left elbow, it's really hard for me to stretch out at the bottom. But I'm telling you guys, if you can reach all the way down to the bottom like I'm trying to, and then not stand up as much and squeeze those elbows back to the ceiling, you're going to get a whole lot of thickness in the back, a lot of development. You're going to work the erectors. Let's say it's 6 wheels. It's probably a little bit too heavy, but, you know, again, we're moving weight. We didn't injure ourselves. We're having a good time. Now, what are we doing here, Coach? Looks like we're doing a strip set.
Yeah, got a little strip set, little drop set here happening. Just doing as many reps as you can at each plate. And again, just trying to get as many reps as possible. I think I'm probably moving a little bit too much there, but, you know, we're just going for maximum amount of stimulation there. Just kind of annihilate the muscles, make sure we're getting a lot of breakdown.
Lots of volume, lots of breakdown. We looked like roosters on the top of the fence crowing for morning, didn't we?
Absolutely.
So we'd start out with 4 wheels. We'd do about 4, 5, 6, or 8 reps, drop it, strip it down, go to 3 wheels, do about 6, 8, 10 reps, drop it down, and it was pretty doggone nasty. Wouldn't you say? This is the next day after that. How do you guys feel?
I feel all right, man. I feel pretty swole up in the backside. I feel like I ran a damn marathon when I was done with this.
Yeah, this was good. I was actually ready to leave, but you guys just kept on. The Big J, you got to do the strip set too. I said, no, I'm good, man. I just did 6 wheels, and these coaches put me through the test. Did all the strip sets. I was done. Had to lay down for a few seconds. Got old Big J tired. Moving on to the next exercise, something that I haven't done in forever, especially with this completely, is that horizontal angle instead of like a vertical, way out, glute, hamstring, low back tie-in, and look at that special effects we got going on. What do you think about that?
Oh man, that's my favorite piece of equipment in this gym right here. That trap bar is huge. It weighs a little more than a standard bar, and you can really load that thing up.
And what is the purpose of this trap bar? Tell us.
Realistically, we got a guy who can get down a little bit lower than a regular trap bar. It has low handles on it, so if we're doing a deadlift, we're doing any trap work, you know, we can get down a little bit lower and train that bottom portion of the lift there better than the high trap bar.
Right on. You guys got anything else to say?
Looks good, man. Can't wait to come back, Big J. Appreciate it.
That's about it. Until next time, Intensity Rules, train hardcore, and we'll see you next video.